Fedora 35 officially released for workstations, servers, and spins. This release brings GNOME 41, KDE Plasma 5.23, new flavors, and more. In this video, I will give you the things to look at and download or upgrade instructions. It's time for the final Fedora release of the year. Following the release plan, Fedora team announced the release of Fedora 35 for desktops, servers, and its official desktop environment flavors. Fedora Linux, being a leader on adapting new technologies, packages, and versions, introduces GNOME 41 for its default workstations in this release. Alongside, Fedora 35 brings a new flavor, Fedora Knight, toolchain updates for developments and projects, optimized the operating system, the latest stable Linux kernel, and more. Although I have made a detailed feature overview of Fedora 35 in my channel. Fedora 35 release, what's new? This release powered by Linux Kernel 5.14 at the core. Kernel 5.14 brings updates to storage, processors, and graphics hardware. The default workstation edition features GNOME 41. Fedora 35 is the first distribution that features GNOME 41 out of the box. As of making this video, GNOME 41 introduces libadwaita based on libhandy library. This sets the context of migrating GNOME apps to GTK4 in the coming days. With this inclusion, the extension developers can easily port their extensions to GTK4. The software app in GNOME 41 is now responsive and reorganized. It looks better and improved usability for different form factors such as desktop, mobile, and tablets. You can now compress files using password via files. New power profile in system tray gives you control on how to manage your laptop battery. You have three options to choose from power saver, balanced power, and performance mode. This feature is actually part of kernel change, which is now exposed via menu entries for users. The GNOME calendar now can import .ics files finally. This is going to be super handy for those who use calendar extensively. A new Fedora Linux variant, Fedora Knight, is introduced, which is a KDE Plasma desktop based on RPM-based. The PipeWire session manager is now managed by Wire Plumber Manager from Collaboro. This release removes Python 3.5 end of life September 2020 dependencies completely. The toolchain and underlying packages are updated as per their latest stable version. Summary: GNU/Linux 2.36, GCC 11, glibc 2.34, GNU/Linux 2.37, GDB 10.2, Perl 5.34, Node.js 16.x, Python 3.10, RPM 4.17. Desktop edition updates. Apart from GNOME and KDE Plasma, other desktops are remaining same in this release compared to earlier Fedora 34, because there is no major release for those as of today. Here is a quick list of the versions you get for respective desktops. KDE Plasma 5.23, GNOME 41, XFCE 4.16, LXQT 0.17, MAT 1.24. How to download Fedora 35? You can download the fedora35.iso from the official website. After download, you can use any tool to create bootable USB and install in a fresh system or a virtual machine environment. How to upgrade? You can run the following commands in series to upgrade to Fedora 35 via command line. If you need additional upgrades instruction, I'll put the commands in the description. Finally, another perfect release from the Fedora Linux team, introducing all the latest packages, desktops, and server tech, being a pioneer to adopt new tech and features. Fedora Linux user base continue to grow. Ubuntu is somewhat conservative in terms of adapting new packages. In that sense, Fedora can be ideal for new users as well as advanced folks. You get two major releases in a year with a very stable upgrade path, eliminating fresh installation. It is a perfect daily driver for casual users, developers, professionals. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. It helps make a good content for you. Other than that, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.